Have you ever felt completely drained after spending time with certain people? The truth is, the company you keep can either elevate your life or pull you down into a spiral of negativity and frustration. In this video, we're diving into the importance of recognizing and distancing yourself from those who don't support your growth, people who can sabotage your success and well-being. Understanding who these individuals are is crucial for maintaining your peace of mind and achieving your goals. This isn't just about protecting yourself, it's about cultivating an environment where you can truly thrive. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future insights that will help you navigate life with wisdom and strength. Now, let's get into the 11 types of people you should always say no to. 1. Self-deceptive individuals. Dealing with self-deceptive individuals can be exhausting, like running a marathon that never ends. These people craft elaborate excuses to dodge responsibility, often leaving you tangled in their web of blame. Dr. John D. Mayer points out that their emotions drive these narratives, making it hard for them to face the truth. This behavior can drain your energy and strain relationships, as noted by Dr. Carol Tavris, who explains that their tendency to blame others hinders personal growth. As Nietzsche warned, "He who fights with monsters should be careful lest he thereby become a monster." It's crucial to set boundaries, as Dr. Brené Brown advises, to protect your well-being and allow for healthier connections. By doing so, you create space for growth, both for yourself and those you engage with. 2. Chronic excuse makers. Dealing with chronic excuse makers can be a real eye-opener. Their constant justifications not only stunt their own growth, but can also disrupt your peace of mind. As Brené Brown highlights, setting boundaries is crucial to maintaining your emotional well-being, especially when others avoid accountability by blaming external factors. Psychologist Judith Orloff describes these individuals as emotional vampires who drain your energy, making it vital to protect your emotional bandwidth. When excuse makers continuously justify their failures, they trap themselves in a cycle that prevents real personal development, leaving you feeling frustrated and stuck. Recognizing when these excuses start affecting you is key. Setting clear boundaries fosters a positive environment that encourages growth and accountability. As Nietzsche noted, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." Surrounding yourself with responsible individuals enriches your own journey and can create a ripple effect that inspires others to take ownership of their actions. Sometimes the best thing you can do is step back and say no, preserving your energy for your own growth. By prioritizing your development, you cultivate a supportive environment where everyone has the chance to thrive. 3. Relentless Pessimists. Engaging with relentless pessimists can feel like navigating a stormy sea. They focus on negatives, quickly draining your energy. Psychologist Martin Seligman highlights the importance of optimism for mental health, making it clear why persistent negativity can wear you down. To protect your mental space, setting boundaries is essential. Tony Robbins reminds us that the quality of your life is the quality of your relationships. So it's important to limit time with those who drag you into a cycle of negativity. If they resist positive redirection, accept that you can't change their perspective. As Epictetus wisely said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Recognizing patterns in these interactions can help you decide when to step back, a strategy supported by Dr. Judith Orloff, who emphasizes the need for emotional self-care. Surround yourself with uplifting individuals who inspire you. As Les Brown notes, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. 4. Negative critics. Negative critics have a knack for pinpointing flaws while ignoring your positive contributions, which can create a toxic environment that stifles creativity and motivation. Brené Brown highlights that constant criticism can lead to feelings of shame and inadequacy, overshadowing all your hard work and leaving you drained. Engaging with these critics is emotionally exhausting. Simon Sinek advises setting boundaries to protect your mental well-being, creating a space where you can thrive without absorbing negativity. Keeping track of interactions can help you recognize patterns and strategize your responses, empowering you to maintain your creative spark. Remember, you can't change a critic's mindset, but you can control your reactions. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Surround yourself with supportive individuals who uplift and inspire you. By saying no to negative critics, you create room for positivity and growth, fostering an environment where your creativity can truly flourish. 5. Self-centered people. Self-centered individuals have a knack for steering conversations back to themselves, leaving you feeling overlooked and frustrated. It's as if they draw all attention away from your thoughts and redirect it to their own experiences. Dr. Judith Orloff explains that narcissistic traits often lead to a lack of empathy, making it hard for them to acknowledge your emotions, which can leave you feeling isolated. In these interactions, empathy takes a back seat. Dr. Brené Brown highlights that self-absorbed people miss the chance for genuine connection, often leaving you emotionally drained as they focus solely on their own challenges. These individuals might also exploit your kindness, manipulating relationships to meet their own needs. Dr. Ramani Durvasula emphasizes the importance of recognizing these patterns to maintain your emotional health. Setting firm boundaries is crucial to protect your well-being, ensuring your voice is heard and you don't get overwhelmed in their emotional vortex. 6. Emotional manipulators. Have you ever felt like you're walking on eggshells around someone, worried that anything you say might be twisted against you? That's the work of emotional manipulators, who thrive on uncertainty and exploit your vulnerabilities. They use guilt, fear, and obligation to control you. Dr. Ramani Durvasula explains that this often leads to gaslighting, where you start doubting your own reality because they've made you question your feelings. This tactic can erode your self-confidence, leaving you feeling lost and insecure. Emotional manipulators also shift blame, refusing to take responsibility and often playing the victim to gain sympathy. This can be incredibly disorienting, trapping you in a cycle of confusion. Dr. Judith Orloff warns that these patterns can leave you feeling emotionally trapped. To protect yourself, it's vital to recognize these manipulative behaviors early, set clear boundaries, and trust your instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. As Brené Brown emphasizes, surround yourself with people who respect your feelings and choices. 7. Opportunists in disguise. Opportunists can be incredibly charming, making it hard to see their true intentions. They often wear a friendly mask, but exploit your empathy for their gain, leaving you drained. Dr. John Gottman emphasizes the importance of recognizing this emotional manipulation. If conversations always revolve around their needs with little interest in yours, it's a red flag. As Nietzsche said, "He who fights with monsters should be careful lest he thereby become a monster." It's easy to lose sight of your own needs in one-sided relationships. Staying vigilant is key. Look for patterns like consistent excuses or a refusal to take responsibility, signs that someone isn't who they seem. Brené Brown advises setting boundaries as self-care, protecting your emotional well-being. Dr. Judith Orloff also stresses the importance of recognizing opportunists early to safeguard your health and cultivate meaningful relationships. Surround yourself with people who uplift and support you. Remember, You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Invest in connections that positively contribute to your journey. Your emotional well-being deserves it. 8. Accountability avoiders. Accountability avoiders are quick to shift blame onto others, making it hard to have the tough conversations needed for growth. It's like watching a magician. One minute they're engaged, and the next, the blame disappears. Brené Brown notes that this behavior often comes from avoiding the discomfort of facing their own flaws. Instead of learning from mistakes, they make excuses, which hinders their growth and strains relationships. This habit of dodging responsibility creates a cycle of self-deception, making progress difficult. Engaging with them can be exhausting, as they resist owning up to mistakes, complicating any meaningful dialogue. William Ury emphasizes that respect and accountability are key for any productive relationship. You can't change these people overnight, but as Carol Dweck suggests, it's important to set boundaries and protect your energy. Surround yourself with those who take responsibility so you can keep moving forward. 9. Energy drainers. Energy drainers can leave you feeling emotionally exhausted, making it tough to stay positive. As Martin Seligman notes, their negativity clouds your ability to see the good, which is crucial for well-being. When they start blaming others, it stalls progress and blocks constructive dialogue. Brené Brown points out that this negativity often comes from their own fears, not you. Their constant criticism can overshadow the positives in your life, making it hard to stay motivated. To protect yourself, set boundaries. As Nietzsche said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." Prioritizing your growth helps you navigate the negativity. Mindfulness, as Jon Kabat-Zinn suggests, can build resilience, helping you stay balanced despite the energy drainers around you. 10. Chronic complainers. Chronic complainers always find the negatives, turning simple talks into blame sessions. Martin Seligman highlights that focusing on problems leads to helplessness. It's frustrating when conversations revolve around what's wrong instead of how to fix it. As Nietzsche said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." Shifting from the problem to the solution is crucial. Tony Robbins suggests setting boundaries to protect your emotional well-being. Guide conversations toward positive outcomes. When they complain, listen to validate, then steer the talk towards solutions. Ask, "What can we do to improve this?" Or, "Have you considered alternatives?" This approach creates a more constructive and productive environment. Exploitative friends. Exploitative friends might seem supportive at first, but often they drain more than they give. They appear empathetic, but their motives are self-serving. Dr. Harriet Lerner reminds us that relationships should be mutual. If conversations always center on them while your needs are sidelined, it's a red flag. Reflect on your friendships. Are you always giving emotional support while your needs go unmet? This imbalance can leave you feeling drained. Brené Brown emphasizes the importance of setting boundaries to prevent burnout and resentment. Ask yourself if the friendship is truly reciprocal. Do you feel unappreciated or taken for granted? Recognizing this can empower you to say no to those who exploit your kindness. In the end, balanced friendships where both parties feel valued are far more rewarding. Let's focus on relationships that uplift and energize rather than drain us. In conclusion, it's vital to be mindful of the people you allow into your life. By recognizing and distancing yourself from self-deceptive individuals, chronic complainers, energy drainers, and other negative influences, you protect your mental and emotional well-being. Just like a garden, your life will flourish when you remove the weeds and nurture positive, supportive relationships. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please give it a like, leave a comment, and share it with your friends and family. Let's help them also cultivate a thriving mental garden and experience the growth that comes from surrounding themselves with the right people. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights that will help you live a life of wisdom and strength.